because I have to now say anyone who is playing live, you know the deal. Once the we get into this interface, I need to kick you out. Following my hydrate there. 50K on OFCRA. Gotcha. Bye. Good luck, buddy. All right, so real quick, Flip for Flap is going to be commanding Blue 4, Ilbanet commanding OFCRA. Great, let's see how this goes. Blue 4, we're already talking about their weaponry. They have British-based kits of L85s, GPMGs, some Mazes in play. Looks like there's a slight bit of rubber banding here, but it's mostly stabilizing here. Let's hope that thing doesn't happen again. We got Norwegian kits as well, so we're seeing M16A3s, FNFALs, Mini-Me's, which, you know, your standard 249s is another term for it. And we'll see how all of this goes. Otherwise, we also have some German forces here with G3s, MG3s, which I would assume they're MG3s. And otherwise, I don't really see anything else. We do see some G3s with marksman scopes in terms of those ACOGs, but otherwise that should be it. So British, Netherlands, and Germans. Really interesting combo there. You see some other guys kitting out over yonder as well. We got multiple transport cars, some transport trucks with some turnout seats. We got 2 M113 transports with 50 cals. Make that 4, and then you have your LAV with an autocannon. That's right, folks. We're going to have some autocannon PvP tonight as long as the server doesn't die again. Otherwise, looking over at the OFCRA side, let's see what they're fielding in today. We have what appears to be some AK-74s all around, some PKMs. Seeing a little bit of rubber banding. We got some SVD Dragonovs in play. Some slight magnified optics for the squad leaders. I've seen that on both sides, actually. But it looks like these guys are purely AK-74s all around. No diversification. That is fine. Multiple transport Euros, a command car back here. We have 4 BTR-80s in play and 2 BTR-80 Alphas. 2 autocannons to 1. The millimeter of the autocannon, I believe, is 20? I believe it's 20 for both, but you could fact check me. But both of the millimeter of the autocannon doesn't really matter for this match. They're not fighting anything bigger than, you know, APCs or I guess you could technically call them IFVs as well because of those autocannons, but they're all APCs. Because the LAV can carry people as well. But otherwise, that should be it for the operation. The reason OFCRA gets 2 is because they are the attacking faction here. Again, the premises of this match is that the OFCRA attacking faction needs to access 3 computers. At every computer, they will get a bit of code. And that code will help them find and... defuse a bomb, which I believe is located... Is it located over here? I actually don't know where the bomb is. It might be... We gotta find it. It might be actually be in this position right here. Yeah. So this is where the bomb is being defused. Is that the dude riding the damn bomb from that one movie? That's cute. So this flag will change gray if it is defused, and then whoever has control of this position by the end of the round will win. Otherwise, the second laptop is located over here on the exact marker, which will be this house. It's somewhere in here. First floor, maybe. There it is. It looks like they have a fun little custom picture for every computer in terms of what I've seen. And then the third one is in this little military complex here, probably in one of these tents. Okay, nope, it's on the table out here with a little Scud missile on it. So, Blue 4 is going to be defending, OFCRA is going to be attacking. Let's see what the number advantage looks like. Blue 4 on the full roster page has down to half of this team and these 2 groups. In addition, OFCRA from the top of the roster has... Oh god, actually there's a lot of forts right there. 1 second. So, Zyndica... They have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups.
Send in Goat Team 6.
So OFCRA does have a distinct numbers advantage here because they are the attacking faction. Excuse me. BTR-80 Alpha is actually 30mm. Yeah, so they're big cannons, guys. We'll see how things break down. OFCRA has more offensive capability. So we'll just have to see how everything goes. Feel free to place your bets. Ilbanek again is commanding Op4. Blue 4 is being commanded by Flip for Flap. Drunk Firebear, thank you so much for the 9-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. So it's actually really funny when I do these streams, because you might have noticed on the VOD channel, I built an indoor greenhouse. That's actually the second unit I built. I have 2 different units here. Right now, I'm actually using them to grow the following. Dandelions, because dandelion greens are actually a really great thing to put on salad. It's something I'm experimenting with, and they grow quick. But dandelions, peas, broccoli, green onion, tomatoes, and 3 different variants of pepper, being bell pepper, like this dwarf pepper. I don't know the exact variant, but it's a small one. It tastes pretty much the same as a bell pepper, but has a sweetness at the end that I find really appealing, and jalapeno is the 3rd one. So that's growing for now. I'm going to add a few other things. I've got some strawberry seeds about halfway through the 3 weeks of them needing to be frozen to then move them. And then I've also got some lemons that are going to probably take another 5 days to sprout, but I have them in an egg carton right now in there. But I want to expand with some apples and some figs too, because one of the greenhouses I want to turn into a all-year greenhouse for tree saplings, and then the other one is going to be for vegetables. So why that relates is at 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every weekday is the most expensive time for electricity. The rate pretty much doubles per kilowatt hour. So I turn the greenhouses off for that 3-hour period just to give them a bit of a break, because you do need to let your plants breathe for a few hours. There's something they produce when it's dark. I forget the exact chemical, but most plants do it, so they need that. So I use that time as a break. And then starting, I believe, October or November or something, there's 2 3-hour periods where electricity is double the normal rate. So I'll be turning it off for 2 periods. So they'll still have 18 hours of light. How much AT do they have? You know, Blue 4, they have a lot of Mazes. Let's go ahead and look at Op 4 real quick. Op 4, I believe, had a lot of RPGs with them. At least 1 per squad. So I believe every squad has MAT capability, but I also do see some LAT capability. MAT being medium anti-tank, LAT, we're seeing some RPGs down, or at least 26s. Blue 4, I actually didn't see any LAT capability here. Let me go ahead and have another look real quick, but okay, no, we do see some AT4s down in play. All right, mission has started. You're seeing Blue 4 starting to mount up. I am seeing some desync continue on the server, though it's gradual. I think it's because the server's just having a hard time handling all of this, you know? So you've got some forces now deploying on the Blue 4 side. They're still mounting everyone up. They really need to make sure they space everything out. Otherwise, it's going to get a little bit messy in the desync because, you know, vehicles are going to ram into each other. Otherwise, you have Op4 mobilizing as well. And hopefully in a moment, we'll start to see on the map where all the groups are going. Betting is still live. The pool is past 250,000 points. Nice. And we'll see how all of this goes. Oh, they've already managed to flip a BTR. Well, that's not good. Come on, guys. They have an unflip script, but they need a certain amount of people to make it work. Yeah, it didn't really like that, did it? Come on, guys. Flip it. I like to watch these because sometimes they spontaneously explode and kill everyone, and I find it hilarious. There we go. Up. Wait. Nope. One more. Oh. Yeah, I want to be careful that it doesn't roll back and crush you. But what about the AI back here? I'm sure they'll be safe, right? Let's go, guys. Yeah. Oh, God. Well, it cost 2 Soviet lives, but they flipped the BTR. Now that is a new record. Usually it takes 4 or 5, but hey, we got somewhere, right? Oh, man. What a great start. What a great freaking start. Yeah, they're dead. Anyway. Looking at the map here, we have OFCRA. By the way, the full map is open, so that means the any side can go pretty much anywhere except to the edges of the map itself. Blue 4 already committing quite a few forces to the first site. We have a group going off-road on the far eastern flank, and we got more forces coming down to the south. They might forego PC3 just to hold 1 and 2 for now. Not leaving a lot of room on the rear for backcapping, though, so they got to be careful. Otherwise, we see OFCRA doing a pretty far deployment here, with some groups going past others, so we're just going to see both sides throwing a lot of forces in a lot of different positions. Now, got to be careful when you're on the defense when you're doing stuff like this, because OFCRA have a lot more forces to work with here. They have an additional 4.5 groups compared to 2 4s, 2.5, and I'm basing that metric off of what I like to call the full page. So this is an even measurement, and then you just calculate how many people you have past that page. So you have 2 additional groups, then you have the second half. And again, we have OFCRA, so this is their full page. And then Zanadia is the cutoff point, so they have that half. And then 5 additional groups. So that is where you see that number advantage and just the size of the amount of forces there in the first place. Looks like OFCRA, though, are actually, yeah, so the BTRs went a little too far. So you have this massive group now coming around, and then some side forces on the left as well. All right. Ah, man. There's not a lot going on right now. They heard Yuri and John and no. I know. So I believe this is Ilvanek right here. He's just going to be chilling as he pushes the orders. Now, he made a poll asking everyone in OFCRA whether or not people believed he made a competent, smart battle plan, or if he was just listening to, like, Hell's March or the Cossack theme, excuse me, while making the plan, which means he's just going to throw the Soviets in and see what happens, which would be, you know, very historical of him anyway, but we'll just have to see how all that goes. Anyway, Drunk Firebear, thanks for giving Spikey RPA a sub. I hope you both keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this OFCRA PvP match. But Blue 4 seem really content about holding site number 1. They're sending a lot of forces around site number 2 towards the south, but not on the site specifically. This large OFCRA group is really concerning, though, because that might bypass a lot. If he wanted to hit PC1, he probably would have just sent the forces directly there. There's a few roads he could have taken, just to get to Odzen to get to PC1. But instead, he's doing this wide, elaborate flank, which to me makes it look like he's going to do something like this to stay on the MSRs and just bypass everything. So gotta remember, OFCRA matches are divided into 90-minute rounds, even though there's only 1 round and then usually a bonus round at the after part. But you know, that's another thing I could do, because they also do stuff on Tuesdays and they have bonus rounds. I could just do those and, you know, VTOL VR, and that should help cover FNF's losses, should there be any. But I digress. With it being a 90-minute round, I like to divide it into 3 30-minute segments. Yes, this is One Life, where we have the early game, which is the first 30 minutes. Usually you see a lot of maneuvering done at that point. Sometimes on the smaller maps, you also get your first bouts of PvP. Mid-game, where a lot of the PvP is settled, and you start seeing a decisive victor emerge. And then late game, where we see all those lovely clutches or that nasty cleanup that happens after one side gets its ass kicked. So with this being a large open map, we're probably going to see a lot more time put in early game. You got to remember, though, 8 minutes were used for a safe start. So you got to keep that in mind. The dividers of those rounds are going to be at the 38 mark, the hour and 8 mark, and the hour 38 mark when the round officially ends. So we'll just have to see how everything goes up to that point. Delta6, thanks for the 9-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, my friend, and I hope you got a nice kick out of this scenario. Now, the prediction has ended, so can someone please read me the final numbers? I'm really curious to see which side you guys favored and why, and try to give my 2 cents on why you are probably right or probably wrong for doing it. If one of you would be so kind to provide those numbers, because it's hard for me to tab out and get them, because OBS doesn't like to display them for me. Blue 4 at 70%, OFCRA on 30%. What was the total pot number? But you guys favoring Blue 4? I can see why, but it's a tough call otherwise. But hold on. Might have our first bit of action here. As we have a lone BTR with only 6 people in it. Starting to come up this MSR. Oh, yeah. So there was a Blue 4 guy immediately on that road, and these guys spotted it, so now they're trying to move away on the left side. Good call there. Unfortunate to Blue 4 there. That would have been a really good ambushing spot, but now Op 4 is going to drive around that knowing it's Blue 4 controlled, and they want to stay away from that potential ambush. So that is very unfortunate for Blue 4 to have that bit of a blunder. I think the Vic was too far away for them to notice, but otherwise it was just not the best thing to do timing-wise. I doubt you're going to see that Vic dismount because where there's one guy dismounted, there's probably more. So it might be tough for them to go and get that done. Is the screen frozen? No, it is not. Refresh your page. That might be a internet issue on your side. Blue 4 dude betting 111K. Good God. One of you is really into it. But yeah, Blue 4 on nearly 200,000 points. Op 4 at around 85,000. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to decisively say which faction I prefer because almost every time I do that, that faction loses, and I don't want to jinx them. But we'll see how that thing goes. But another thing you got to consider, which I didn't even point out because I completely forgot, Roche has a lot of rivers in it. The BTRs are amphibious. The only, actually no, the Blue 4 113s and the LAV are also amphibious. But for the attacking faction that needs to be more mobile, that is going to work in Op 4's advantage a lot more because they can use that to pretty much cross and transport anywhere they need to, which decreases the likelihood that Blue 4 is going to run into an ambushable thingamajig. It happens, sign, internet latency and whatnot. Sometimes wires get crossed. Hard for things to get set there. You got the points to throw out? Righto, Michael. I hope it doesn't come back to bite you in the ass. Yeah, so Op 4 really doing a strong arm, weak arm attack here. To explain that, usually it is a pincer maneuver, but one side of the pincer is a lot stronger than the other. However, this is just going to boil down to 2 separate attacks with a smaller group, I guess, harassing on the south and the main large
Liru,
group on the
been
north.
loving the streams, keep it up.
How it goof? No, how it goosh, how it go? That's what I'm going to say, because I don't know what to do with those last few letters. I'm sorry that I keep making that mistake. Thanks so much for the 7-month resub, nonetheless. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this OFCRA match. I'm just having a look real quick. This team has dismounted off on the side. I think they're the forward element for all these other vehicles coming in, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to ride the MSR all the way around and try to back cap. Just to put a garrison on that position and then just hit things from the rear, which will completely bypass all of Blue 4's stuff. But, again, it's going to take a lot of time to get all that maneuvering done. More points for other people? Righto, Michael. It's good philosophy. Because at the end, these points will only cause me suffering. Also, give it a month or two, I will finally go forward with that exercise cam. Because I'll finally have the self-confidence to put that on camera. Admittedly. Alright, so we've got Op 4 stopping right here. This is definitely going to be one of their staging points. They're just going to dismount and check around, make sure they're not going to get ambushed. And that's just going to stall the clock a little bit. What's the R&R situation? I don't think there's any rearm and repair. I don't think there's ever been triple R in OFCRA now that I think about it. There might have been one time or twice, but usually the ammo that they go into the scenario with is the ammo they have permanently. Also, Goat, here's what I can do. Yes, in the mailbox. Expect those to come back one day. I've just been trying to find the time. But with how everything's going, that time will be soon. You'd be surprised what a flooded carpet will delay you with. My God. There is no chat delay right now. If I ever do have a chat delay, I usually put that command up. So we'll see how things go. Also, that was, no, that wasn't a stream delay. That was a physical chat delay because of another thing that was going on with Twitch. That is now a defunct command, my bad. And then the multi, there's no one on the multi right now, so. Alright, Oblimi, it's fixed. Now I'm just catching up with everything that I had to go over. Did I want dragon dildos? I mean, I guess we should do a stream one day showing them all off, should we? But that's for another time. Alright, so we got OFCRA coming up. That's Ilvanek as command, just driving up this area here. We just had a grenade go off. I think that was a misthrow by one of the people over there. Yeah, OFCRA are just going to completely bypass NATO. Now, they do need to get to the PC positions to get parts of the code, because they'll at least need 2 before they can guess the other 2 digits. So, I'm just really concerned with OFCRA's plan. I find it a little ingenious, though, that they're going to completely outflank everything. But we'll see how things go. And you got this group back here that's holding. It's just early game is usually a little slow with these larger maps because you have to do all this maneuvering and whatnot. It can take some time. But, you know, it gives us more time to chat about random stuff. How long is their column? About 7 vehicles, I think. Yeah, 3, 6, yeah, 7 worth. But you're going to start seeing them divert in different angles here. I also want to look real quick. Both of the 80 alphas are up here because there's a bit more of a darkened texture on these boxes here. No, I stand corrected. It's a lighter texture that has it. Okay. I thought it would be the darker one. It's really hard to tell. You might not be able to tell because of the pixelation, but there's like a dark black circle in the middle of that texture, and then this one that's a little lighter on the rear half of the circle. And also the line isn't as dark, which would make me think that would distinguish a bigger cannon. But yeah, no, so the other 80 alpha's over here then. Which goes to show that they do have plans for this group. But yeah, OFCRA is just doing a lot of bypasses here to get to every position they can think of. So yeah, they're not going to do the railway bridge. They're probably just going to cross it somewhere up random here or go up even further north and get that done. Now, this is the border between Dutch and somewhere else. I forget. I think it might be Germany, but we'll see where all that's walled off from. Oh, quote 34? Yeah, that's from a while ago. All those quotes are from at least 3+ years ago. I stopped doing quotes just because it ran out of room for it. But yeah, it's a long time ago. Went to the local farmers market today, talked to some people selling greens about growing plants in a terrarium. You can grow plants in anything as long as you have a regulated temperature and you keep them fertilized. If you need your plants to go dormant, though, because it gets colder, then you cut the fertilizer and you just let them go dormant. Yeah, no, they're just outright riding the map border here. That makes me think they're going to totally go for the NATO bunker and then just backcap everything. I haven't seen an OFCRA backcap before, so I'll be really curious to see how that works. And then what these other 2 teams over here are for. Maybe as a distraction, once Blue Force starts pulling back, they can swoop in and hit those positions. But it's just going to make for a rather slow match. I'm also debating maybe tomorrow morning I'll stream just showing you guys what the new PC is and then show you guys what's in the in greenhouse unit number 2 and then bring things out from greenhouse unit number 1 to show you because I can't bring my camera in there, otherwise it breaks. But someone sent me a link to an app that'll help me calibrate the streaming, but I don't think that's going to help anything because it's just a matter of the connection getting severed. So we'll see. More stuff I'm trying to expand on. Should also do another stream where we cook something, which will probably be peanut butter cookies next week, because Bloodwing has requested some. All right, OPFOR have crossed the border. Nothing bad has happened, so I think that's just for show. And then you have these Vics following suit. So my question is, when does Flip for Flap know that it's too quiet? When does he understand that OPFOR has gone for this massive flank around and he makes a call for everyone to pull back. Large-scale cooking operations. I don't have a lot of people to cook for, though, in that sense. I'm dead and my ghost is streaming? Oh, boy. 1 second. Alright, well, Twitch didn't send me anything. Let me just check the stream quality real quick. Just to make sure. No, it's still going. That's weird. I think Twitch is having a day. Huh. Oh, you're talking about a command. I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I will say, over the past few years, there have been periods where Twitch will just, you know, with some of their third party, or even Twitch itself, will just be weird. So I think it's just, you know, connections get cut or whatnot. So my bad. I thought you were saying this the channel was offline. I'm like, oh, okay. Wonder what happened there. So this OPFOR is literally just constantly hugging this damn border. I can only assume they're going for back caps here. And then they're just gonna guess the code for the bomb defusal. So this is interesting, though. You got Blue 4 repositioning some forces over here. They're trying to look for this OPFOR group. So we'll have to see how things go over there. But I'm curious if they're going to then go north or if they're going to cut south. Because this is one of the autocannon Vics, too. So if they get caught en route, these two cars are going to get absolutely torn to shreds. Really weird calls here. Yeah, some form of distraction for a psyop. Yeah, who the hell knows? One second. So I think, yeah, those Vics, they do have the maneuverability past these two, because that's a Ural and that's an 80 Alpha. So they're pulling back. Looks like they're not gonna, they might take a left up here just to check the other bridge locations and see if they catch something. And it looks like he is making that left turn. So maybe they're gonna try to like guard this choke point here, thinking that OPFOR is flanking around. Because now this is showing me that Blue 4 is trying to look for where OPFOR is coming in on. Because they should have taken contact or at least seen something by now. But they also did spot that BTR-80 down towards the south that then moved around that Blue 4 ambush site. So that shows me that Blue 4 is trying to find where OPFOR is going. So we see some dismounts right here. These guys pushing around. They might be going for PC position 3, but I think they're also trying to see if there's any internal stuff over here. I'm willing to bet you, though, these guys are just here waiting for these guys to do reconnaissance so they can rush in and take control of the rear areas. That's what I would be expecting at this point. But if these guys don't stop and they're just checking the back roads, will they run into the stuff over here? Because if they don't set up a blocking position, then this force is going to continue to basically move along this left side and then cross where OPFOR already has a defensive unit set up. So that should be really interesting if those cars decide to come up on that route. But they're taking a left here, which shows me they might cut through on this angle, which might catch that BTR off guard. But if they do a far left turn, and who knows? How far away can the vehicles be heard? Honestly, you can very faintly hear it right now. It's hard to hear it over the wind in the vehicles, but you can hear them. And that's a good 600 meters at most. But when you're in a vehicle, you're only going to hear your vehicle's engine. You're not going to hear an enemy's engine. So you got to be careful about that. Now, Blue 4 has decided to move on this crossroad here and set up an ambush. That's not going to give them eyes on over there. But they've cut their engines. They might hear those vehicles move by. So it's really, really tough to call. Hey, Righto Rex Ninja. I hope you keep enjoying everything, man. The MTF op yesterday went really swell. It could definitely have been expanded on further, which is what I was going for. But I wanted this all to be a test run, so now that I know that they like it, we can expand on it going forward. And we will have a Starship Trooper thing this weekend as well. And then we have to take the Saturday off because of something else, and then we'll finish that campaign with the final 2 missions. Hopefully. And then we'll probably expand it to Mobile Task Force stuff on Saturdays. Until the player base decides it wants something else to do. Yeah, so I legitimately think these guys are waiting for this rear group to come in so they can do reconnaissance and then give the okay for this large group to rush in. But we're about to enter mid-game with not a single firefight happening, and that's really rare. So I'm really wondering what Flip for Flap is going to think after that. But in the meantime, here, I'm going to tab out actually and pause my music for just a second because hearing these vehicles is critical. As I say that, we heard a Vic, but that was just them cutting the engine or something. This is about 1 kilometer away. They're remounting. That's just bad luck. Oh, man. All right, let me tab back up, put the music back on. They're now not going to be able to hear the vehicles driving by. Yeah, you can definitely hear it at about this range, especially over the music. So, yeah, a good 500, 600 meters, as I said. That was like 1 kilometer, though, so unlikely, but... Oh, boy. Blue 4 is in a bit of a pickle here because there's just so many of them out of position. This is Cold War period, like 1980s, I want to say, so I don't think drones are... I think there were a few drones being developed, but they're not being utilized in this scenario. You once in a while see a drone in OFCRA, though. The 2 I remember is Falcon drone and helicopter drone, which actually I think is the Falcon drone. So I've seen darters and I've seen the helicopter Falcon drone. And there was also a UGV with a gun, but it quickly blew up because it went too far from its owner and exploded. So these guys are being recalled, which is going to give these guys clear rein to continue to push up. So let me do a quick point breakdown based off of how this goes. If Blue 4 is able to hold PC1 and PC2, they're going to gain the 5 points for having the bomb go off. And they're going to, more than likely, I'm going to assume both sides are going to get their 2 points from the supremacy bonus of having 5 or more people alive by the end of the round. Based off the fact that PvP has not started yet, it's going to start in mid-game, if it does. There's no way it's going to start in late game. I don't think that's going to be the case, but we'll see. Op4 will gain 3 points for holding the NATO base, and then their 2 for the supremacy bonus. So right now, it looks like Blue 4 is going to win, but that could still turn around. Because I don't think Blue 4 was expecting this strategy here. Yeah, drones hadn't entered their true service till the Cold War ended, in my opinion. I do agree with that. Usually for reconnaissance in OFCRA, they send small teams ahead of the main force. In Blue 4's case, they just fan their forces out as much as they can, but sometimes they get bypassed. It's just how it happens. But I will say, it is rare to see not a single bullet or firefight exchanged in early game, regardless of how big the AO is. Usually someone runs into something else. And we were in line to see that happen down in one of these southern towns, but they saw the Blue 4 guys standing in the middle of the road, so the Op 4 Vic just bypassed that town entirely. Ilmes, so this will last for roughly another hour. POG will probably be another 90 minutes to 2 hours, then TMTM will hopefully be around the 2 hour mark. If not less. Usually it's around that hour and a half to 2 hour mark. Yep, so now you're seeing that Op 4 rush on this position. They're literally going to rush right in. So another thing is, I think Ilbenek's banking that Blue 4 command is in the NATO area, so he can immediately decapitate command. He's not going to get that, though, but that is a very OFCRA thing to do, is at the final objective, you have the commander there already giving orders from the back line. So if you're able to immediately take him out, then, you know, more power to you. But yeah, they're literally just rushing right in here. This is Blue 4 HQ, so this is the laptop that controls the bomb. And they're reporting that it's secure. So if that flag turns gray, by the way, that's when we know that Op 4 have defused the bomb and they have the 5 points from it. Well, because usually what you see in OFCRA matches is that the defense faction holds the original outlying objectives because those are normally the ones first assaulted. Again, this is a very unorthodox round because Ilbenek has decided to pretty much bypass everything. Now, when we see this in Friday Night Fights, it almost always blows up in the attacking faction's face because they run out of time. But this is an OFCRA match. It's going to take an hour and a half, which is near double what an FNF round is. So Op 4 has the time to make those wider maneuvers and do this massive outflanking. So now, theoretically, what Op 4 can just do is keep a small team at the NATO bunker to constantly guess the bomb code and send their entire force to sweep the remaining positions and defeat the NATO force in detail. Considering that Op 4 already has the number advantage, though, so I guess that... Would that even be a defeat in detail, or would that just be a steamroll at that point? Because defeating in detail usually implies that your opponent has the superior number advantage overall, but you're engaging smaller groups to get that number advantage. I just saw those trees blink. That was a little weird. So yeah, I think they're just going to steamroll, would be the proper term. So it's an interesting strat. We'll just have to see how it all plays out. Okay, hold up. What was that about? I think they might have seen Mafo and shot at him. Because Op 4 is thinking there's Blue 4 guys around here. Ah, this might be the southern groups of Op 4 coming up. and now taking fire. So it's going to cause a little bit of a standstill here. But there's no Blue 4 around to hear those gunshots. They're literally over 2 clicks away. So they're not going to hear that. Now, we do have some Blue 4 Vics heading back, though. I'm not sure if they're going to go for PC3 or if they're going to head back to the NATO position, in which case they're going to find the entire OP4 force here. So, I'd be sweating a bit if you were Blue 4, because OP4 is in a really good opportunity just to start steamrolling. Also, mid-game started a little over 2.5 minutes ago. And then you still have Ilbanek down here just kind of walking around. He's trying to see if there's any Blue 4 defenses for him to personally recon as well. But yeah, I'm sorry this match has been a little bit dull, and it sucks that, you know, it originally crashed and we had to, you know, put it on a bit of a hold, but at the very least, this is going to be some pretty intense fighting by the Soviets to try and steamroll the rest of the Blue 4 positions. So the bomb is 9 digits. No, it's 6 digits, you're right. It's 2 from each position. So once they get one laptop, it'll show everyone on their side where those 2 digits go in a tab on the map. And then from there, they should be able to guess the remaining one with the amount of time they have. It's just, when does Blue 4 realize they've been had here? You know, when do they come around? My favorite pepper to grow. Ooh. I'm going to be honest, Drekov. Ask me again in a few years when I've grown more than a few. Because I'm going to be trying a few different blends just to see which one I like the most. But these little dwarf peppers I have are really nice. But in my back, outside, I actually do have some bell peppers already growing. One of them's at least the size of my fist right now. So it's going to grow a lot bigger. All right, OP4 is sending 2 trucks down to start doing reconnaissance on PC3. And you're seeing more vehicles mounting up and send that way. So you're just going to start seeing that steamroll. Hold up, they're breaking off into 2 different groups here. So you have a group of 6, and you have a group of 6 with that one as well. So they've cut their engine to coast in, and then they accidentally turn their engine on to make a turn into a quick break, so they could bleed speed. I would say OP4 needs to keep their forces together and just steamroll the remaining positions, because if they don't, they're going to risk putting themselves in a defeat in detail position. I grew a cucumber plant years ago, and this shit spread like the plague. Just one little plot, because I wanted to... Ooh, and yeah, it did its job. That's fair. I'm going to be honest, the beans I'm growing in the back right now are freaking crazy. Like, they are climbing up a storm. So I'm only doing peas for now, and if the peas do well, I'll probably expand it to beans, because there's a few things I want to expand on. Neither side have any IEDs or mines to set up ambushes with. It's more just assisting vehicle support and infantry from, you know, about 110 players. So the one issue with this AO is the Vics are going to be very limited in their lines of fire because of how thick of a forest this is. So the autocannons could just bypass and start going for other positions here. We also have OP4. They're going to go up to NATO's spawn to see if they left anything, I bet. There is AI here, though. So I'm wondering if those AI will shoot at them. Because that would be pretty damn funny. There is a transport truck right here they can utilize if they want to, but... I just want to see if the AI will aggro. Doesn't look like it. Ain't that funny? Yeah, so these guys are fortifying over in this direction, maybe because they heard those vehicles up there. So now Blue 4 might be realizing they're in trouble. Any AI have AT? They might, but I don't think the AI were reacting, so. Clueless AI. Yeah, what else is new? I don't know what Ilvanek is doing. He's going to be solo reconning, but he's got to be careful because he's Op4's command. But I think at this point, Op4's in a really good spot. They don't really need a lot of leadership. They just need to go take those other terminals, because if they just take 2, they can pull back and guess the rest. Yeah, Op4 could take the NATO Vic and drive in with it, because unlike FNF, they don't have an accurate... if they check the map, they know where all friendly positions are immediately. They actually have to figure that stuff out. There's another BTR-80 coming around. Okay, that was just a bird. I thought that might have been a Hunt IR round, which are 40mm rounds you fire in the air. They turn into little cameras with parachutes, and you can use them to get a bird's eye view of the AO. Oh dear, this should be good. Any AT? Oh, we do have a Carl Gustav. Will he pull it out in time? Yeah, the Ural here did not like that hill, so they're driving around. I don't know what gave that away. They might have spotted Angel, but yeah, he's calling that out on the short range. So now we're going to potentially start seeing Blue 4 reposition to defend against the northern side. Oh, all the AI got deleted. Ha! Means there's an admin watching from Zeus, possibly NASA or someone else, and they're just making sure the AI don't cause any issues. Dang. You can imagine if you're in a PvP event, you die to AI that aren't supposed to be there. There's probably going to be bitching, right? Can you steal opponents' gear? Yes, you can't steal their radios or uniforms, though, but you can steal their guns and grenades. They try to make it fair. Alright, so Blue 4 might be tracking this convoy coming around to take PC1. Blue 4's completely out of position, though, to defend against an Op4 northern push. They're still planning for a push from the south. So let's be honest, this group is going to overwhelm that defensive team and hit that position pretty quick. This team, from the looks of things, is going to be able to get around. The one caveat, though, is this LAV. If it can get into a position to... Oh, there was a bad frag over there. But if that LAV can get in a good position to hit these vehicles as they come around, they'll be golden. But we'll just have to see it. Blue 4 are NATO. They are the British, Netherlands, and Germans. Op 4 are purely Soviet Union. Good question. So I think these Blue 4 guys are going to stay put because they just dug a bunch of trenches here. They can hear those BTRs moving, though, so they're looking around. These appear to be some of the Germans here. Because you see that with the G3 rifles. You got a long barrel. Actually, no, it's a PSG-1, I think. Yeah, so, I mean, these guys are rocking 7.62 by 5.1, so they've got pretty heavy calibers there. Against Soviets with no body armor, that will tear them apart. Oh my god, that LAV. It is so close yet so far. Hold on. Oh, nope, they see the truck coming in. They're going to miss that one, but they might be able to hit the other two coming in as well. Unless they reposition. Oh. Hold up, but the 113 came in and just killed someone in that truck. Oh my god. The car 4 getting out. Always blame the Catgirl vehicles. So the driver is unconscious in there, otherwise that symbol would go away, but I find that hilarious. Alright, combat starting at... Grenade goes in. That kills him. Combat started at the 48.5-minute mark. So yeah, just in time, this 113 was able to reposition because the LAV spotted those Vics coming in. Further additional Soviet reinforcements have dismounted early on. They're not going to push in now. Other trucks coming around. You got a BTR coming around. It looks like they spotted those infantry and they're firing, but we do have someone up there with a Maz who could hit that BTR in the back. And is that one of the autocannon Vics? Yes, it is. So why isn't Konjonovic? Oh, he's going to try to go for a keyhole shot back here. Not a good angle to do it at, buddy. You should have been in the trees down there, just ready to step out and engage. Now you got the LAV down here, though. It's turned at an angle. It could potentially hit that 80 Alpha. And then otherwise, you got the OFCRA infantry up here getting their butts spanked. And you have these guys pretty much camping and waiting for reinforcements here. Other truck is coming in, but the main important thing is that laptop. Please tell me the LAV noticed. It's scanning, but it wasn't tracking that Vic. There it is. Some rear hits, but the engine on this Vic is the front, but they slow down. Their engine got shot out. Oh! Someone just got turned to paste in there. Big ouch. And that crew is pretty much toast. They're both dead. Now, Blue 4 isn't allowed to steal those vehicles, though, once they're decrewed, which is unfortunate. That LAV might have thermals, though. So we've had two Blue 4 guys try to breach in. David was able to kill them both. Now, this is an AK-74 versus single-shot FNFALs, so I am not surprised that David was able to win that fight. Now you got this other team dismounted on the southern side. You got this third truck trying to find a way around. Meanwhile, Blue 4 will push out of their position as Op 4 are pretty much taking this position right here. They're going to get 2 of the 6 digits they need for the bomb from that laptop. This second computer site, though, is incredibly important. You got 3 Blue 4 guys pulling back because of what happened there. It looks like the gunner was eventually picked off on that Vic, too. And then you still have Ilvanek slowly doing reconnaissance of site number 2. I don't know, just a really great outflanking strat by Op4 here, and even though they're getting their butts kicked a little bit, it's still paying off because it's playing into the overarching strategy. Blue 4, meanwhile, they have reinforced this front. They're going to push for a counterattack here to try to keep this larger force pinned, which is going to make this team's job of getting to that first site all the more important. You have this other truck coming around to back them up. I think that's why they're holding right now, to wait till they get that bolstered numbers. And it's going to be 2 groups on 2 groups. But Blue 4 do have the LAV to support them on the outside. Meanwhile, Blue 4 are outnumbered on this group, but they can still get some significant damage in. Op 4, they do have vehicle support, but that vehicle support is going to be limited because of the thick forests here. So I'd imagine this laptop has been interacted with. We don't see it change any symbols, which is fine because it gives the code via a tab in their map that they can all access. So Dawidox is pulling out on his own there. We just heard some gunshots. We just had a Blue 4 guy get knocked out. Don't know what happened there. They're trying to medic him. I'd imagine every group does have a medic for little accidents like that. Now we're just playing the wait and see game. Alright, so other Op 4 group is entering this area. LAV still on Overwatch. Dawidox could be a wild card here, though. He's already gotten 3 kills. We'll see how much more he can stack up. So Op 4, they don't need to be here anymore. They can literally just remount and start pushing to another location. They've got a decent-sized garrison, and And then after they complete those objectives, they can pull out. But I would assume all of these guys up here, their main job is just kill as many Blue 4 as possible to thin them out so they don't have enough forces to overwhelm them at the NATO site. Because even if OPFOR defuses the bomb, the other side can still go for a tie by eliminating almost all of them and recapturing the NATO site. So that's why OPFOR here needs to be really careful about how much they send. Because if they're not, they can still not win the match. It's interesting that a BTR is being left here. Got the 80 Alpha mounting everyone. Shows that these guys might just go to the final objective on foot, but that is quite a bit of a walk. Maybe they'll mount up in this other BTR, which I think will have the room for them. So Blue 4, they're starting to send their forces in. We're slowly starting to see OPFOR push up on these positions. This is one life, yes. There have been some casualties on both sides. Not a lot, though. And we're actually going to enter late game in about 12 minutes here. And again, POG will be at 7 o'clock, which is in 2.5 hours. And then TMTM, we're going to try to play late tonight. Probably have some coffee before POG, just so I can stay up for all of it. Ooh. Now the question is, will OPFOR be caught in this kill zone right here? Looks like they might have spotted some of the Blue 4 guys up there, though. They're prepping vehicles just in case. Excuse me, AT for the M113 up there. But yeah, they're just checking these guys right now. And getting the body out of that Vic. This is going to push them to flank left, which is going to put them in a really bad spot. Because the other Blue 4 garrison's right here. Oh, gosh. No way. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, please, someone look in that direction. Someone look in that direction. OPFOR's not even paying attention to their left flank. Oh, my God. What is this? There goes a grenade. Oh. Oh, my fucking God. Oh! Oh! You're kidding! I can't make this shit up! Who was checking the left? How did you not see the skylines on this building? Are you kidding me? That was literally a squad wipe, except for one dude. Wow! How did you mess that up? Damn, absolute World War I moment right there, definitely. See, now he's trying to run, but he gets picked off by Marty there. That's a full squad wipe. So this position now just became that much harder for OPFOR to take. They've mounted their remaining assault forces across 2 BTRs. I want to look up at Blue 4 here to see if they see those Vics going down. They might not have because of the render range, and there might be a bit of a drop on that hill. So these guys are now going to probably go for site number 2. Oh. If no saying that made him horny. God damn, poor Soviet conscripts. What was that throw? Maybe they saw Dawidox and threw a grenade, or maybe that was just a bad frag. Maybe they're trying to use the shrapnel to break the windows. I really don't know. Oh, don't worry. That's going to be a highlight. Now, if Blue 4 can just recreate that magic another 5 times, they should be okay. And you got Dawid here. He's trying to get some more pickoffs. Dawid is shooting in this building. That is going to make Murdy pull back, as you can see the bullet holes here. That gives some opportunity for this group to come in on the rear of this position. Because Blue 4, I mean, they just killed a bunch of dudes. They're probably going to stay here. Yeah, they're checking the bodies going, hey, what's this stuff? This looks good. But maybe OPFOR will be able to get into that position and get the terminal in time. But if they're not quick enough, Blue 4 is just going to get on their ass and hit them from the rear, unfortunately. So as they're doing that attack, I want to track where these BTRs are going. They're divided into 2 separate groups. Now we wait. So OPFOR, they're crossing the river right now. I'm going to be honest, they probably want to pull a little closer to the right, because if they go through that open field with all those infantry mounted, it's going to be bloody, because a single Maz round is going to kill most of them. You also have an entrenched 113 right here. Ooh, that's going to have a really nasty overwatch on that group, but I appreciate this 2-pronged attack that they're going for. They might have that other BTR come around and dismount on this side. A little bit of open area to cover, but if they sandwich that small garrison, I think they'll be fine. This OPFOR group, meanwhile, is holding. Blue 4 pulling back to their defensive line right there. And DeWeed is still running his one-man guerrilla war. Now, these groups right here still trying to track where those OPFOR guys went. But at this rate, I mean, we're now in late game, and not a lot of PvP has happened. I want to say 10% of the forces have been engaged. This is incredibly rare for an OFCRA match. Hell, I want to say by at least 30% of matches at this point, we know who the winner is. And it looks like DeWeed just got caught out and engaged by Mr. White with that machine gun there. Yeah. If you saw contact was right there, you probably should have done a little more of a cautious flank around, but oh well. Sometimes you just don't think about it. Yo, Mr. White. Ah, man. While Jesse cooks the meth, he's gonna go fight NATO. Fight the Soviets, apparently. This is what he did beforehand. Otherwise, you got OPFOR opting to cross through open fields. Yeah, so OPFOR's just gotten incredibly confident here. We just saw one guy get picked off on the river side. Blue 4 could still just defeat the groups attacking them and then counterattack and still win this. How many codes have been uncovered? 1 out of the 3, so 2 out of the 6 digits are known. But now this is going to pull Blue 4 to all look in this direction, allowing time for this OPFOR group to sandwich them. But we might see reinforcements come from other areas. You already see the LAV being ordered to come back around. And you've got these guys right here that could also come in to assist. They'd have to have vehicles, though, to make it. So yeah, if OPFOR gets 2 out of the 3, I think they can guess it. But you'll probably see these guys, after they win, just go to the final site to get it. Now you got the BTR using its 7.62 to suppress up here. Now you're hearing that 14.5 millimeter. You got the M113 coming around. You got ground command for OPFOR over there starting to come around as well. So you got the 50 cal spraying over here. Blue 4 commander is flipped for flat. RPG was just fired, it went over. Way over. So 113 is pulled back into a defensive position. OPFOR still pushing their forces. LAV still on the rear. Still got this OPFOR group cautiously coming up. OPFOR are just suppressing these buildings at this point. They have taken a few casualties coming up. We saw one guy go down here. Another guy went down on the right side. It's slowed down a little bit because OPFOR is now taking this a little more cautiously. And the computer is in this building here where these two guys are. Now, it's interesting because this OPFOR group has really slowed down their pace. I'd be thinking they'd want to be a little more quick, knowing that their side is covered. Another RPG fired. It was also short. Or, it was long. Excuse me. It went over. And, yeah, Blue 4 is just reestablishing control of that site. But once OPFOR hacks the laptop, there's no point in keeping that there. Also, I do love that OPFOR, we have all these trenches here. I think that was Blue 4 holding this position and pulling from it. Now it looks like Blue 4 have spotted some forces over here and are starting to engage them. So that's one OFCRA guy down. I don't understand why you got 5 guys pushing up here and then another group all the way back here not doing anything. Oh, they have an autocannon. Oh, boy. Yeah, now they're suppressing the autocannon with the machine gun. I don't think they realize what that is, because that 80 Alpha can shred them with that 30 millimeter. I'm waiting for it. Now you got Ilvanek running up here as well. He's gonna try to run through on his own. He's ground command, so he's allowed to do that. TK Llama trying to come up the left flank here. It could be slim, but I'm assure you OFCRA does not plan that far ahead. So you are starting to see people getting knocked out up here from that 7.62. Is that another body up there? No, that's just his. We have an AT4 guy trying to prep, but at this range, it might be a little tough to make that shot. At this rate, I don't see Blue 4 making any attempt to reinforce this position. I think OFCRA is going to take PC number 2. It's just a matter of time. Oh, but as I say that, we've got some fire going into their other side here. Gotta be a little careful about that. OFCRA continuing to push more forces up. One of their guys is caught out of position. 80 Alpha's coming up as well. I really don't understand why they're not using their main cannon. Maybe because they don't have HE rounds. Maybe because it's only AP, but still. That would be some really good suppressing fire to work with. There it is. There it is. That is exactly what I've been waiting for. Because that's going to make them get their fucking heads down. More shots going up here. Oh! That is the other 80 Alpha disabled. It only has one additional guy in there. So OFCRA have lost both of their autocannon Vics. There's still one crewman in there that might be able to solo crew later. But now you're starting to have OFCRA enter this town. So, I mean, they're really using that number advantage, and they're losing it. But it's still getting them to where they need to be for these actual objectives. So now you're starting to have OPFOR men get into this perimeter here and close to the actual objective itself. You got Tess up here doing medical. Oh, he's taking shots, though. OPFOR's going to be coming upstairs in a second. Yeah. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, guys, you're dead. You can stop with the limbs flailing there. Whew. Yeah, they're dead. Trust me. You made sure. You literally made their head spin. All right. Fine shooting. Yeah, I don't think limbs are meant to go into pool noodles like that, but hey, you never know. Oh God, another one. Ah, his gun literally made him kick his legs up. Ooh, Ilbanek, if he looks right, he can get Mickey. Ilbanek. Ilbanek, you're right. You're right. Oh my fucking God, Ilbanek. No way. Ilbanek. You're right. Oh my freaking God. This is why I love PvP. This is brilliant. That's OPFOR ground command right there. He's trying to roll out now. You're gonna have to turn right to notice. Yes! 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 He's gonna say something. That machine gunner's gonna turn around and ice him. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. He just cable tied him! He just shot the other guy! Troll! The fucking troll! Oh, that was brilliant! I gotta write that one down too! Based in red pilled, I love it! Oh! Yeah, they're gonna take this position. It's only a matter of freaking time. They're trying their best to hold, but They're getting suppressed right now. Everything's going to shit. I think they hear the doors opening. There goes one. Wow, but that grenade's gonna get you. Yeah. Everyone dies! Yay! Ooh! Oh! Wait! Ilvanek saw his gun, though. Oh, he got a mid-grenade throw. Martyrdom, anyone? No? They're not gonna run up there. Wait, did that shrapnel go through? Oh, Martyrdom! The shrapnel went through and killed them both. Oh, that's brilliant. We're just having back-to-back highlights here, aren't we? My God. Told you, if everything gets put to the end, this is what you get. So OFCRA have both laptops. They might actually have the third one up here. You just had a 113 here get hit by AT. Actually, I think OFCRA have won. At least the bomb objective, because you're just down to PHK in this one building holding it. OFCRA have the number advantage. The other group have gone north or something. No, that's the three-man group for over there. So they were told to reposition instead. Blue 4 could still tie, but their other groups are getting caught out right here and eliminated. I think it's turned around. Oh, Ilvanek, I think, got blown up in that grenade explosion. Yeah. He was on 3 kills, but I think by now, OFCRA will be able to get the final thing. That flag isn't gray yet, but I think on a 4v1, unless the 3 guys up here push in, which it doesn't look like they're going to, they'll eventually be able to kill PHK and take that final terminal. Nope, bomb has been defused. So, yep, so that turned gray. Okay. Wow. So, OFCRA have gained 5 points for defusing the bomb. Now, the only way Blue 4 can tie is if they knock OFCRA down to 5 or less people, so they don't get the 2 points for the supremacy bonus on their side, and they have control of the final NATO terminal, which it looks like they're going to send some groups up to attempt to do that, but OFCRA has a pretty good garrison up there. But even then, they'd have to hunt OFCRA down to get them to 5 or less players, so it's unlikely they're going to win. Tariq, were you the guy that got cable tied by Ilvanek? Were you one of these two? Because yeah, I know, buddy. Dude, it took him forever to notice you were there, though, because he literally went around you, went right here, and then went around this bush, and then noticed you. It was... Okay, yeah, you were the MG guy in the corner. Gotcha. But it was so funny watching Ilvanek go up there, because he didn't notice you until he needed to go around a bush. Then he noticed you. That was the funny part about it. All right, we got my buddy Nick up here. We got Llama coming up. Yeah, there's that little corner that he wasn't covering, so that gave Llama a second to breathe and then find an angle to hit him. Ooh. Llama's gonna follow it up with a grenade as long as he doesn't kill himself with it. And we got an unconscious guy up here, which I think Llama will double tap. He's being incredibly cautious coming up here, though. There it is. All right, so meanwhile, we got OFCRA slowly trying to counterattack this position. But now that their objective's done, they're in a bit of a shambles here, so they'll fight and kill off those remaining guys. Looks like they were able to kill PHK up there and take the third site. Now they're trying to pull back. Now as Blue 4 sends those 3 guys down, and then Blue 4 is mounting up to make this final attack here, which, granted, OFCRA doesn't have a lot of guys. They just have BTRs overwatching. Oh, I completely forgot, though. Blue 4 still has their LAV with the autocannon, so we'll see if that's useful at all. They're just doing some large-scale suppression, though, but that crossfire is landing on Blue 4 troops as well. Are you trying to pick off? Please shoot him. Just fucking shoot him. Just laugh and go, ha, here's mine, and then just eliminate them with 14.5 millimeter. Yeah, so one of these guys went down, the other one's crawling around. Right. I mean, if anything, this op has shown the need for having some rear security on the objectives so you don't get backcapped. TK Llama getting launched back. You know, speaking of which, what's our time check? We have 18 minutes remaining. That's enough time for Blue 4 to potentially retake this site. However, let's have a look up here. So, Rise William got knocked out. Blue 4 starting to smoke their advance. OFCRA is a pretty small garrison here. We do have a Dragunov marksman up here, but we're starting to see smokes go in the way. So he's not going to be able to keep those angles of fire, and you got the BTRs coming around to provide overwatching support. So you do have Blue 4 starting to prep their AT here. Now you got the BTR starting to fire as well. Williams walk back up.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
And I don't think OFCRA has any reinforcements to call because all other groups are pinned in previous areas. Maybe this group of 4 will get in the truck and come back around. I'm a little worried about OFCRA right now because they could still lose their superior numbers pointage there. But Blue 4 also has to maintain theirs, and that's where this could get a little messy. I think between units that are outside the AO and the LAV crews, they're fine. But OFCRA, I mean, they should be mounting up their forces and just pulling back to this final NATO position. Just to hold it, because as long as they hold it, they win. They don't have to worry about nullifying Blue 4's numbers. I don't know. OFCRA with 2 BTRs on overwatching positions. A handful of infantry. I think Blue 4 could bounce this back because of the limitations of the OFCRA's BTR's line of sight. If Blue 4 can get some good outflanks here, but only if they can get those outflanks. First AT is launched. That cooks off the first BTR. Not surprised with that. That BTR was pushing in enemy territory there and got taken out. That just wasn't a good call to make. This other BTR is heeding that warning, though. They're pulling back. They're trying to get a good cone of fire here so they can see more as it happens. So you got Sixor running off with that Vic and Aja alone in that BTR. I don't know what they're doing, leaving all those infantry behind. But I think Blue 4 might have a good opportunity to retake this position. But if OFCRA has 5 or more players left alive by the end of the round, they still win by default. I don't think either side have engineers, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. As long as there's 5 plus OFCRA alive over the next 10 minutes. Or, wait. No, I miscounted. 20 minutes. Sorry, when I said 28, I think I meant to say... or when I said 18, I meant 28. As we counted up to 38. So there's still 20 minutes in the round. My bad. Completely miscalculated that. So, still a lot of room for OFCRA to get hunted down here. And then you've got these guys over here. I don't know. I think we're going to see the rounds start to sizzle out because OFCRA might just, you know, go off in a corner somewhere and that's it. As long as they have 6 dudes, or 5 dudes, that's it. Wow. So here they are quickly hovering over the wall. Dave calling up to say, hey, that wasn't a good idea. Good Overwatch positions by OFCRA here, being in that bunker. They got a PKM and an SVD, so they're just using a lot of their heavy weapons here. Oh, that's a grenade. Thankfully, it was an angle. It was at an angle where Alpha Male did not get hurt there. David now pulling back. And another dude getting picked off. Maybe because he stood to try to get his gun over and got immediately suppressed. Oh. think an Op 4 and a Blue 4 guy just traded there. I don't see David anymore. But I don't see that Blue 4 guy. Yeah, so that's one of the British guys, and here's the, yep, body there. So there's the 20-minute call. So it's actually going to be closer to the 40-minute mark there. Grenadiers would be pretty good. Oh, marksman pickoff on Williams there. He could wake back up, but he already got knocked out once, so it's unlikely he'll wake up a second time. Yeah, you're seeing everyone kind of remounting here to push forces back to the final objective. I'm just curious what these guys have, because they had the BTR, so maybe they'll be able to get into radio comms with a vehicle to pull them back. Otherwise, they're just going to be completely out of position here, which is a blessing in disguise, because Op4 just needs one extra person in the AO to live for them to get that advantage. And maybe 6-4 will come back and pick him up. He's just chilling in the driver's seat. So yeah, Blue 4, they've lost, I want to say, 40% of their forces coming up to this position. They're going to continue to lose a bit more now that they're going to the more open territory that BTR can help lock down. Dave trying to come around. Gets suppressed. Shots going on Sky Online as he comes in. Now we wait. Sky Online throwing a grenade over the wall to immediately clear anything behind it. Now he's gonna vault. Gets spotted by Alf. Oh, Sky picks the worst time to turn away, and he gets picked off. He thought it was safe because Alf was behind the Hesco, but Alf knew there was something coming. Got some Blue 4 trying to flank around. The Overwatch element is under fire here. The marksman got picked off. The machine gunner's still up and kicking, though. They need more infantry to come back ASAP. You've got 4 coming back in a BTR. And 4 coming in a transport truck, but they're both about 2 minutes away. This one 2 minutes, that one a minute, actually. And you got these guys on foot coming back. I want to see the LAV coming to the AO, though, but it's got 5 people loaded. I think it's got a 3-person crew. No, it's a 2-person crew, so that would be 4 people loaded. So Blue 4 just has a lot to throw, and you got 6-4 moving in on his own as well. And then Blue 4 Command still staying there. And then these 3 guys still over here. They can mount up in this Euro, though, and get out of here, because I don't think that engine ever got shot out. So they're not out of the fight yet. Blue 4, I would say, has a number advantage over Op 4, but Op 4 are just better suited right now. And now another break. Yeah, the Euro coming around would be good, but that BTR is doing a great job of overwatching from the rear. So if there is a wide outflank and the BTR hears that Euro coming, then they're kind of screwed. Yeah, GG, it's not for everyone, but it can be quite enjoyable just to watch everyone just kill each other, at least in my opinion. Another hydrate, you got it. I will say, though, this round has definitely been one of the more slow ones. Usually OFCRA has more action in the mid-game, and it fizzles out in the late game. This case, too, but very brief bouts of contact. Dave, I think, might see Monica there. Here's what I'll do. Oh, he sees him. Yep. Shoot him. He's switching to a grenade? Yep. Gonna see if we can pick him off with that. Yeah. Nasty. He's gonna run. We might see Alf get another kill here as he turns out to watch that wall. Now you got that BTR coming in. dismounting some of its troops as well. They're going to come and flank the rear. That truck's coming up. Alf, I think, just picked off the machine gunner overwatching over here. Yep. The BTR did not react to that truck. I guess they just didn't hear it. Oh, and a great headshot by Roy to Camper. And now Blue 4 is going to have control of the small NATO base here. So yeah, the only OPFOR force now in the AO is that BTR. You've got another BTR and 3 additional infantrymen coming up on the rear. You have 6 OR in the 113, and you got 4 guys in the Ural over yonder. And then these 4 guys trying to come in. Roughly 15 minutes remaining. I will be streaming Pog Zeusing at 7. Pog is the name of a community, not the frickin' face. And then I'll be trying to play TMTM on the ground at 10. Maybe I'll have a late night stream where I'll show you guys the new computer I'm building and then show you what's going on in the greenhouses. Does OPFOR know if they'll win if they just run? Yeah, but these people are here to kill each other, so they probably wouldn't do something like that. The server didn't crash the second time. I know, PH. It's wonderful. Ooh, so these guys might run up the border here and take out the BTR. Do they have any AT? No. No, they do not have any AT. Okay, this should be interesting. They can steal the wheels. Wheel stealing will be a thing. What are you getting out for? Oh, I guess the switch from commander to driver. Engine's going on. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! The gunner didn't notice. Wait, did he? Oh my god. What in tarnation? And now in European time, in 2 hours we'll have another stream. In 5 hours, we'll have another stream. There you go. Oh, now they're stuck on a rock. So yeah, more Blue 4 coming up. I don't see any AT on them. Oh no, there's light anti-tank on Rigel, and he will make that shot, but they're taking fire from the rear as OPFOR pushes up on their position. This has caused a lot of Blue 4 guys to leave this position, only leaving Royd here with a Maz. RPG just blindly fired up there. Maybe they were trying to hit the perimeter, I don't know. But yeah, everyone's going for this BTR that's now backing into the forest here. And that's allowing OPFOR room to actually push back into that sector. There's more AT that was fired. That might have been Royd's Maz on that other BTR. No, that was more AT firing to take out this stat. Oh, wow. That is a large chunk of the base destroyed. Annard firing more AT in these defensive positions as he pushes. I don't see Royd alive anymore, so I assume he was taken out. Oh, Rigel's gonna lat this thing for sure. Clear back blast. Rocket, rocket. And they're dead. Yippee. Whew. Roy died when the antenna collapsed. I thought it was outside of the area, but I guess he ran back in or something. But either way. Blue 4 now have all of their remaining forces minus the 4 guys on the ground coming in. So this is scary, though, because if every OPFOR guy up here dies, then there will be a tie game, in which case I'll refund everyone's points. And 113 goes super wide. Yes, they're double time, but now OPFOR has controlled this sector again. Blue 4 has to regain control. And they've done a far dismount up here for whatever reason. I guess they'll grab the rest of their guys with the LAV. And you got these guys, they've, I think, grabbed a 113, and they're going to be trailing in as well. Time-wise, about 10 minutes left. Ash now getting suppressed by Baku. Oh, is that BTR up? The driver, I think, woke back up, and he's trying to drive away. Oh, that's hilarious. marksman shot just picked off someone up here. Is that Rigel? Nope. Rigel's over there, so it was one of the original 4 over here. And now they're running up to where the marksman's line of fire is. Oh, Calc's trying to friendly wiggle. Not realizing that Op4's retaken that position. Oh. I think that might have confused the marksman, though. Because now he's not shooting, but now there's going to be smoke obscuring them. Oh, my God. Intel's a bitch, ain't it? They haven't realized that Op4's retaken that position. Now I got the BTR smoking. This is the line for Blue 4 to get close, but there Rigel goes. Getting taken out by Nanner there. And you got a friendly 113 coming in by 6-or, but that might get friendly AT by Op4 red on red by Kuwait, for example. Unless they know that that's friendly. Hit him with the psyops, yeah, right. Kill him with friendship. Oh my God, it's the My Little Pony ops all over again. Wombat trying to fire over that area. BTR trying to line up a shot. Ash also engaging with that GPMG. But the bigger caliber is going to reign supreme with that 14.5 millimeter. Then 6-or could flank with that 113. Righto, Necro. I'll take a look at it when I can. Great pickoff by Mr. Dave there. He killed someone in a porta potty. That seems like a shitty way to die. My jokes are shit, I know. What the BTR doing? I think that's only gonna work because Blue 4's out of AT. And you got 6-or up here on the 113 looking around. So yeah, 8 minutes. I don't know. Oh. No! No, don't play with your food. Dave, I think, knows. Oh, God damn! Ouch! Ooh. Talk about being blown away in the bad way. More AT being fired up. Blue 4 down to 4, down to 3, because 6-or picked off that dude with the 113's 50. Oh, now the vehicles are just bullying. There's another BTR over here that's gonna... My God. What a way to go. Protect me, Grass! Yeah, Grass doesn't stop bullets, unfortunately. I think Op4 has it. Blue 4 out here. There's less than 6 minutes remaining.
Send in
Philly cheesesteak. Thanks so much for a Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Camo Net just got knocked out. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in a little under 2 hours for POG. Feel free to watch the cleanup, but I'm pretty sure this is an Op4 victory. So, Weed, what do you got? You got a fucking G3. 50 cal's trying to poke Zebra off. Oh, infantryman coming in. Oh, I know the LAV is really OP, but I don't know what they've done with it, because I don't see it anywhere. One of the Blue 4 guys eat shit? Yes, they did. We're down to 2. Zebra! Oh God, Zebra. Oh. Oh. Is that the 113 that just showed? No, the camo net. Oh. The humanity. It's over. 5 minutes for these guys to get up there? Maybe at the 3 or 4 minute mark, it's over. So what happened to the LAV? Why did it get dismounted? That's why they waited so long. They armored themselves on a 113. They're acing the hole, wasted. Wow. Excellent. I'm not surprised. Damn. It's GG. I mean, both the 80 alphas on OFCRA got picked off pretty easily, but the fucking LAV getting Arma, that really takes the damn cake, doesn't it? Oh man, look, you got infantry running up here. What does Barrows have? That's brilliant. That is just absolutely brilliant. Will he make it up here in time to hit him with a GL or something, or kill the gunner? Or he's gonna slow down? Nah. Bye, Felicia. 3 minutes remaining? Nah. Oh, wait. Wait. Blue 4 have a car. Hold on. Wait a minute. Guys, I don't think you have the time to even dismount on the outside. David's sneaking in. Hold up, guys. We could see a clutch. We won't, but I'm trying to hype you up. Will Blue 4 find the way into the AO? It's not working? I know. I know. But you know what? I am trying my best. Okay. Oh, there we go. You're firing. What is up with all the people firing at me? Oh, wait, no. It's because you just killed that dude. And then Val just killed that dude. AT! Misses! And Baku coming up. Here comes the 113 in the nick of time. If only if Baku had AT to deal with it. He does. I don't know why he's just like running back. Baku, AT, go. Like Bakugan or some shit. I don't fucking know. Do it. AT. What are you? AT. Oh, that's brilliant. Did he just realize he had AT? Yes, he did. Oh my God! Yes! 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 That is exactly what we wanted! Yes! Everyone on Blue 4 is dead except for freaking David! Plant me a spool. I hope you just saw that, because if you didn't, I mean, the stream's pretty much over for another hour and a half till we go play Pog, but oh my freaking God. No, that was an AT. There were satchel charges in that Vic that just exploded. Oh. Oh my god. It's over. There we go. Yeah, 10 points to none. It's GG. Well, guys, next stream will be in an hour and a half. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Hope you enjoyed this match despite it being rather slow. Otherwise, cheers, and have a good one.